Welcome back. It is Mo
Hi.
Khan here on Div 1, Div 2.
Hey.
Who are you?
Mo Khan.
Bonsoir, I'm Simon.
I'm Peeze, and I haven't tried the Eclipse IPA.
I'm Eagle, and I haven't had sugar in 20 minutes.
Why?
What?
There's more.
Yeah, boost it
There's
up.
a
lot more.
Yo, get to. Oh,
Get to work.
Holy shit!
That was done after Div 6.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
I
this.
can't do the blood test. We're doing the blood test after this.
There's another bag.
Now you know how much you ate.
I'm scared for your diabetes.
We're going to do it afterwards.
You're eating so much
Guy,
sugar.
you're gonna die of beaties.
You know, you're eating so much
Not
sugar.
before the road show.
You're eating so much sugar, your diabetes is gonna die of diabetes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like
we're
your two
doing that on
diabetes
Facebook
may have
Live,
killed
right?
each other.
We're going to do that on Facebook Live, the diabetes measurement.
Yeah, exactly. We're
Your
gonna do it.
your diabetes killed your diabetes.
Wow.
Because there's two of them.
Mo, you know what I just realized?
What?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you make the sign of the cross with your arms? Like stick them out, T-pose?
Uncle
You're
Mike.
invisible in your chest. Thanks, man.
Oh, thanks. Sorry.
That's awesome.
It's
Zip
been
up
like
your
that all
goddamn.
Can I see it?
It only took 6 episodes.
Well, to be fair, he was shitting in the tub for one of them.
There's
I mean,
Oh, is it really? That's pretty cool. No, it's a star, man.
yeah.
but that's what he's saying is that he can see the back of the screen. But because FPF is green, you can't really tell them.
It's not that.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Whatever, dog.
There we go.
Hey, bonsoir.
How's it going? All right, so let's dive into Div 1, Div 2.
Wait.
The week that was. Of course, we'll start off with a sad note with Pat Schnard
that's
out for
bad.
the year.
Yeah.
Sucks, man.
That sucks.
Race 2.0 against Bad Boys, and I was there for this game. It was
a
a
great game.
fantastic game. Schnard was having a great game. They were up 9 points at the 4-play mark of the first half.
Speaking of clutch jeans.
Who scorekeep this?
I did.
One job.
Why is there a 5-point difference on the website?
What do you mean?
It's 40 to 35 or
Yeah.
whatever. But you said 9 points.
No, before half.
Oh, before a half. Okay.
No, it's 35-34 at half, Mo.
Okay, let me explain the story, genius.
What are we eating?
That's
Saturday
11
night?
points, Mo.
I don't know. You got to decide.
'Cause we're doing two things, right?
We're doing one.
Are we
Yeah,
doing
what's the
one
24?
real dinner and one duns?
Yeah, on Sunday
Yes.
with the real dinner on the Saturday.
All right.
Oh,
Sorry, it was more important things at hand.
Okay, so what
I'm
happened
down there.
was Bad Boys are up by 9.
Right.
And essentially, it was one play left. Braves score on a Hail Mary off a tip ball from Pat Schnard. There was 3 Braves players in the end zone. There was 3 Braves quarterbacks. So the likelihood of that happening was crazy to happen in the first place. Up by 9, tip ball off Schnard into the hands, and they score. Extra point. They're down by 1. Bad Boys are up by 1. I beg your pardon. So going into the second half, the first drive, Braves score. They're up by 5 points. Ensuing drive, unfortunately, Schnard 2 plays in, roll to his right. Pop, game over.
Did you hear it?
You heard it.
You heard it, yeah.
You heard it.
Apparently, that's you hear it
Schnard
loud.
got emotional. He cried.
Oh, for sure, man.
You know,
It's for sure super painful.
it's super painful. You know your life is ruined for 12 months.
Well, it's partial, so he's out for 6 months.
Yeah,
And
but
So
oh,
there's
it's a
two types
partial
of-
tear?
Partial.
Oh,
There's
okay,
there's two types of tears, so it's partial, it's not full, right?
Yeah.
'Cause so like the Achilles can tear where it rolls back up into the leg.
Yeah, up to your leg.
That's the worst one.
That's the worst one,
the
exactly.
worst one.
like
Partial-
even in the partial, you're out 6 months from doing things.
Yeah.
But it's better
Isn't
than a year.
Well, Terry and I talked about it on another podcast. We talked about like our biggest fear was losing our hair
Yeah.
before anything else.
Because we have great hair.
Yeah, 100%. Second thing is tearing your Achilles.
And third?
By the way, it's a distant
Third?
second. Was ACLs?
ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did get a chance to speak to him earlier today, so he doesn't need surgery. So that's
yeah,
the
that's
good
right.
news.
Partial legs, you don't need surgery. It's rehab, and that's it.
So
Oh,
he's
nice.
planning
Good
to
for
be
him.
back for
And a couple
the
of
winter
rubber
season.
crafts.
Yeah.
Right now, he's going to
Massages,
be
I
in a
mean.
boot for 6 to 8 weeks, and then afterwards crutches for
So
3 to 4 weeks.
that boot's interesting. So Kevin Lubin's actually got that right now too, where it's a boot in your ankle's positioned in a certain way, and
Yeah.
then they turn a dial and it slowly like builds the
Yeah.
strength in your.
They always
It-
say
it-
with Achilles, with the boot, you become so dependent on the boot that the doctors always encourage you, like, once you get off the boot, start getting active so you don't.
You just have lots of sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
Passion
you know,
art,
I'll say this though.
Lots of sex.
How many Achilles have been torn during sex?
0. It's a
What?
fact.
No,
Exactly.
no,
Yo,
no,
Eagle. No, Eagle, research that. How many
No.
Achilles have turned
I
into
believe
sex?
it things happen after you tear your Achilles that are important in the
That's a very good point.
Is
Eagle, find out how many Achilles have been torn during sex.
I'll
Isn't that
say
what happened
this,
to John
though.
Wall?
If
Didn't he pop his Achilles?
Yeah, actually.
At home?
So one.
One,
So it happened
John
one
Wall.
time. It's the most expensive sex of all time.
30 million a year. Let's go.
I'll say
That-
this though.
That's
with,
wizardly.
with Chenard, if that fluke play didn't happen, they probably go to half up by 9, and they probably won this.
No, the play still happened. The fluke play still happens. They
Yeah.
were down 5, but they most likely go up.
They should have won this game. The Braves were on the ropes, and the Braves unfortunately get the win by default.
They called the game.
They called the game, 5 minutes
Yeah.
in.
Why wouldn't Bad Boys get? I mean, I know it's
They
their
had no one
boy.
else to throw.
They had nobody else to throw.
No, there were 6 guys.
You have so many
And
players on the team.
They were
though.
playing with 7 guys.
Yeah.
but-
Anybody can throw.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah,
They've all played in Division One.
It was
Every
over.
single one of those
It
players.
was over
No,
for them.
no,
It was
not
over.
all
for
of
them.
Every single one of Bad Boys players has played in Division One.
Maxim Vernon didn't play Division 1.
Jonathan
that is.
Maher went 12
Nicholas
for
Austin.
12 in the first half.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
200 yards and 5 TDs in one
Yeah,
half.
but like,
Yeah.
you also
That
have
was
to
wild.
understand, like one of your 7, your quarterback, also like defensive captain goes down, not coming back. You don't really
It's an
feel
emotional loss.
You don't really feel like playing.
Yeah, but
No.
defensive captain Division 2, like anyone called the.
Yeah, but you also feel like, okay, like fuck this, you know, like
Right.
let's go home. Let's not get hurt too.
All right, STL controversy winning 39-38.
On a
AJ
safety.
Gomes had some choice words. Eagle, what headings do we have
What
here?
did he choose?
Am I?
don't
Do you,
know.
which one do you want to start with? No animosity or no easy drives? Or STL tried to get Lazaro off his game?
All of these sound terrible.
They're terrible.
Oh.
Oh, which one- there's another one though that I had.
Just
There's
cue him.
you have
just play
6
him.
of them.
All right, go with whatever you want to go with.
All right, we're gonna go.
Let's just react.
We're gonna go with this one.
We never technically let them get that easy score. Even if they caught it deep, we flagged them at the 1, we flagged them at the 5, we forced them to drive all 5 plays, and I think that really made the difference because the first time we played them, they were getting easy scores. We had guys wide open in the end zone, left wide open, easy touchdown. There was at least 2 or 3 deep balls that were caught wide open, and we said, listen, this game, we're gonna have to hang back deep if we need to and force them to read everything underneath and force them to drive on us. You know, Terrence is doing little things like taking his flags off and going out of his way to make Dan chase him so he could give the flag to another one of our teammates that isn't Dan, just to get under his skin, just to do little stupid things like that. And Dan didn't let it bother him. Dan didn't let anything get to his head, didn't let any talking get to him. He even threw an interception, sloppy pick, didn't let it throw him off, and he finished the game for us. I wouldn't say animosity. I would just say it's definitely a challenge when we play them, and we know that it's going to be a challenge because of the threats and because of all the targets that they have. So they just inspire us to bring the best game out. You know, it's a challenge because we know we're going up against the best. But at the same time, there's no doubt in any of our players' minds that we are the better team.
And that's in reference to controversy
That's
being
a good
better than
fart.
STL.
It's a good fart. It's a good mouth fart.
Basically, that's all he said is.
Yeah, mouth fart.
So you were there, right, Terry?
Yes, I was. Great game.
So Terrence,
What about him?
Terrence Adams, he was being an annoyance to Dan Lazara.
A little bit, not as much as he usually is. Not as dirty as he usually is.
Was he more careful because there's 3 reps?
Did he shower? Because
He was clean.
I heard he was dirty.
No, he was clean. No, I didn't see anything that he did differently. There's all these little things that people do in flag that like you said, like taking the flag and giving it to somebody else. Like little things like
putting it
that.
around a referee's waist,
If somebody does that, I'd laugh.
giving it to the girlfriend,
See, yes, people do that. I mean, that's all fun, right? You want to get in the other guy's head. I'm okay with that.
throwing it on the balcony if
But
it's
see-
cross-eyed,
Hey, maybe.
But see, that's fun. Like if you're using those little shady tactics and it works.
urinating on the flag.
Well,
When I
not
first
shady.
started in FPF, every time the guy ran by me when I play defense, I just pull his flag off. I still do it sometimes.
What?
But
It's just it's annoying. It's
my
illegal.
my brother was known for straight milking a cock.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
Mine actually.
But you've
he did it
always
to me.
said, like a rusher, the best way to get into a quarterback's head is whether you were close to him
Always.
or not. Every time you get to him, get the flag off. 'Cause
Always.
What does he have to do? He has to put it back on, and it also starts getting into his head that
Like,
hey,
how close
he's
is he?
getting there. He's
Yeah.
getting there.
No,
He's getting there.
How close is he?
I don't.
See, like as a quarterback, I would do the opposite. Be like, you're so slow. You can't. You're so late every time you get to me. What are you doing?
Oh,
Why are you
congrats.
even in this game?
Oh, you got my flag.
Go home.
So-
17
so-
You
minutes
waste
later.
your time. Go to Plattsburgh. Get some Taco Bell. It's got lower grade meat than here, which you know is better. So get that shit.
Yeah, but
do it.
Specifically for you though, because you want to call plays
Specifically.
as the guys are coming back to you, right?
Yeah.
So you want to get your plays out. But now you're having to fuss with your belt and putting it back on.
No, I have-
It's a little.
Eagle.
It's a
Listen,
little nuisance.
we have enough of a relationship at this point. You know, I don't do anything for myself.
You do really.
Somebody else puts the belt on me.
Really?
So about the
Obviously,
game.
yes.
About the
I don't
game,
do
yes.
anything for my-
Okay, let's
What's-
try and
who's
focus.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
All right,
guys.
guys, here we have to say about the game. Please.
Yeah, so about the game, it was a back and forth game. It really came down to 2 plays, and I think we have the video of those 2 games thanks to AJ's girlfriend.
Didn't it end on a safety?
It did. It
No,
did.
it-
No, it didn't end
Jor-
on a safety.
No, Julian McLaren took a OC late in the game that put them in position.
That
That
put them
puts
in
them at the
position,
1,
exactly.
then they
Yeah.
took a safety, and they lost by 1.
something like that.
I don't think
Look
it
for
wasn't a
those clip-
safety. It was a sack at the 1 or something.
Look
like
for
that.
those
Yeah.
clips in Alex Hollowak's article.
Okay, so we're not going to show them now. So basically, it was two plays that AJ made on a 4th down. Dan threw a jump ball to AJ in the corner of the end zone, a beautiful catch over like 3 guys. Theo not being one of them. Second, then in their own zone, threw a beautiful deep ball to AJ. AJ caught it while he was diving. Great catch. Theo not accounted
And
for.
he took a concussion from that, I think.
AJ?
Yeah, AJ.
Oh yeah,
that-
he said when he fell, he hurt his.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the same play or not, but
Right.
Well,
but either way, it was 2 great plays. But it was 2 plays. Other than that, it was a very even game. If not, I would give an STL the bump. Defensively, anyway.
Terror Squad wins over #NR. They jumped out to a 12
This
nothing
surprised
lead.
me.
How shocked are you by the scoreline? Because
Not very, but kinda.
the key moment in the game was Mike Asare on 4th down in the corner end zone. Terror Squad at the 1-yard line. Took a questionable UR that gave life to Terror Squad, and they eventually scored 2
questionable
plays left.
you are
In the mind of
in your mind. Were you smoking me?
I was. It was bang bang, and I wouldn't have had a problem if they didn't call it, but you could have called it, and that's what they did.
Would you have called it if you were the referee?
I think so because
That's
Pilon,
right. I mean,
wait.
the Pilon
Describe it, and then
So-
each of us will give our vote as to whether or not we would
But
call
we
it.
weren't
so corner route,
Doesn't matter.
So-
Mo's the television.
left corner route pass from Tam Death to the Pilon brother wearing glasses. Pilon goes up in the air. Mike Asari goes up in the air, 50-50 ball, but Mike kind of beeline Pilon in the air. So he knocked him over. Glasses fly. Pilon gets up. Hey, no UR call. Referee goes,
So, but was it you or a PI?
I thought it was UR.
Did he fall? Did he?
So you're saying
he fall
he
on his feet?
intentionally tried to hit him and not?
I don't think he intentionally tried to hit him, but because Mike Asari.
So then it's not you are.
no, but the
No, but you
impact-
can't call a penalty because the guy's jacked. So
No,
it's either no. If you're saying he didn't intentionally try to hit him, it's either PI or unnecessary contact, not you are.
He called the UR because he was off for 5 plays.
But that's what I'm saying is
Because
you
the
said
impact, because I'm believing the referee saw the impact of the conclusion of the play. Sorry, the conclusion of the play where they both went down and Pilon's glasses are flying. to the other side.
if he's not wearing glasses and the guy's less jacked, is it a UR?
Probably PI.
So then it's not a PI.
Yeah. So
Like you need to call evenly, right? Like you need to call if I make that play on defense, I'm not going to, but if I make the same play on
You are.
defense, it's not you are.
you're a dirty player.
I'm not.
If it's the red zone,
No.
you're taking him out. You're not playing the ball. You can't jump.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking.
You
I
can't
just,
jump. It's true.
I'm holding more than anything
No,
else.
but okay. So I agree with Peeze where if he goes up, Serge goes up for the ball, and Mike doesn't look at the ball and hits him in the face, and the glasses goes flying. Different story. That's who you are. You can't hit somebody in the face.
Well, but again,
both guys
so
go up
you are means you're judging his intent was to hit him in the face and hurt him.
His intent was not to play the ball; was to hurt the player.
If you're judging his intent was to hurt the player, then yes, I agree with you.
Yes. If
From what Mo described, I don't feel that's the
If
case.
both guys go up for the ball and you're just a bigger dude, so if you bang into the air, this guy falls and I don't, that's not you are. That's could be PI.
Correct. That's what I. That's what I understood from what Mo
Should
described.
be contact. Could be PI, but that doesn't sound like a UR.
Terry, opinions.
It should not be a UR.
There we go.
It was UR. They called him 5
They
plays
call
off.
they called it a UR, but it
5
shouldn't
plays
be a
off.
UR. If he didn't do anything malicious, if it was just interference or pass interference or whatever you want to call it, then fine. But
Okay,
if
so
it shouldn't be a UR, from what you guys are telling me, I didn't see the play.
if
So-
he doesn't get the
Again,
UR,
yeah, we're all reacting to Mo's description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so if he doesn't get the UR, they still get the PI.
Yeah, they get the PI and they get.
So they still get the ball at the same
and
position.
Mike's still.
The difference is Mike is not on the field anymore, but they still got the same field positioning. They didn't give them a touchdown.
I'm
No.
sure Rob got a long email from Corey Pecker about this.
I'm sure he did.
Probably.
But look, but the thing is, Corey Pecker did not play well. You were down 12-0 early on, and Tam Death played very well, and they win this football game.
So Terror Squad is a really good team, and I know you guys weren't really high on them throughout the playoffs there,
Fair.
towards the end of the year, but they're a very good team, and Tam is a extremely experienced quarterback, so I'm not surprised they won.
Tam
I'm
is-
more shocked that NR lost, if that means
Tam
anything.
is very experimental,
No.
yes.
it means nothing.
But the problem is,
I'm not surprised that it was heads.
It's
I'm just
addition with
surprised it
subtraction.
was tails.
So clockmakers get ripped by you. You can't stay with us.
that's not surprising.
So Terry, was this one of those games where this nothing went?
Yeah, they didn't have Kyle, and I think Kyle Lebowski against us the first time we only won by 1 point. and Kyle really had a good game against us. So I think that took away a lot. They had a lot of drop balls in the first couple of drives. Didn't help them a lot. The first play of the game, actually, Marco bobbled the ball. Eagles watching Pokemon. Marco bobbled the ball, and as he was bobbling it, Danny knocked it out of his hand. So we got lucky there. But overall, they weren't at the same speed as our receivers were.
All right, so let's talk.
Honestly, though,
especially me.
So you guys are the better team in general,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yes.
And without
Bias.
Kolobovsky, you're by far the better team.
Bias.
Oh yeah, exactly. Kyle is
No,
a
I just-
very
He's a huge beast.
yeah.
No bias.
He has a huge
In
piece.
my opinion,
But
you're
Kyle,
better.
let's say
Bias.
Kyle played where Teddy. Let's say Kyle played where Teddy played this week at that right corner. Teddy dropped a pick. It would have been a pick six. Kyle would have caught it for sure for a pick six. Like it would have been.
That's all Kyle does.
Yeah.
I think he has the most career pick sixes.
Pick sixes, yeah, because he's
He
very
does,
aggressive.
he does.
All right,
He's a very good player.
Div 1 quickly here, guys. They're both blowout losses. Let's hear from Theo Jaya with the D-Boys win over Waste Ute and how it wasn't much of a challenge. Play in the clip you want to play, Eagle.
It's flustered, you know. That's how we play. You know, when we talk that big game, when we show it on the field, it's tough. We're a tough defense to play against. You know, when everybody brings it, it's very very tough to come out with a win against us. It's if everybody's healthy. When we got a full squad, full strength, everybody's healthy. We're very tough to beat. Right now, in the middle part of the season, we weren't healthy, and that's where you've seen a lot of the losses. Now, everybody's looking good. Everybody's 100%, and we're firing. This is we always come to play playoff time. Regular season don't matter. It's always about the playoff time, and we're ready. We're ready. I think so. I think so. It's all about being loud, showing that we're the bigger dog, and he knows we are. So he has to come. He's got to give his 100% and more. We brought out the energy. We came firing out first drive of the game. It's all about being physical, and we showed that today.
Give me that first Theo clip all the time where he's just like talking shit about the opponent. Also, I love in none of his clips does he give any credit to their team.
No, he
Never.
ripped
Fuck
Lazar,
him.
though. Was there not a Lazar clip in there or no?
He's flustered, you know. That's
Yes.
how we play, you know.
Right there.
He's flustered,
Get
you know.
everyone, do it again, Eagle.
He's flustered.
That's
you
the
know?
soundtrack to my life right there.
He's flustered, you know.
I'm gonna listen to that 45 minutes tomorrow morning.
Save that as a sound.
45
flustered,
minutes
you
while
know,
I'm working
that's-
out. By
that's
that I
how-
mean jerking it. I'm gonna be listening to Theo saying he's flustered.
Yeah, he was
Oh, yeah.
flustered.
It's also the way he says it.
Yes.
Like it's not just he says flustered, but he also means
He's flustered, you know.
More?
That's
Yeah.
right? Like,
What was it, Eagle? What was he?
he's flustered, you know.
Yeah. Simo right now. What's Simo right now?
He's flustered, you
I'm
know.
not
That's how we play, you know.
And,
not
and
flustered.
you know what?
When Mokan broke the bathtub before? What was it?
flustered, you know. That's
That was me, man. I came in. It was very broken.
So
You broke the bathtub?
No, it didn't. It's fine.
So he's right.
I
He's
fixed
right about one thing. That he's right. Oh, he's right about most of it actually. He's right that they just did not let them breathe, and that's what it was. Dan threw 2 picks in the red zone in the first half,
That was
but
over.
but that's what
and it was over from there. And then he threw a pick six
and it was over.
But
to
that's what
Justin.
D-boys
Yeah.
had to do.
You know why?
he's flustered, you know.
But that's what D-boys had to do. They had to show up,
Yeah.
play like they are the Division 1 contender that they are, and a waste suit cannot compete with us.
They might be missing some guys this week.
Step up, show them that they can compete. Don't let Dan get going. Like if it's come down to let's stop them on the last drive
Yeah,
of the
because if he
game.
doesn't get going, you know what happens?
He's playing Pokemon.
Fucking Pokemon ruined it.
Christ.
He's flustered, you know.
Yeah.
One
thanks.
job. Just click that button.
No, but
That's the only.
I thought we were done.
No, but
No.
if it
We're
comes
never done.
if it comes down to the last drive, somebody can make a mistake. But Dan, the way
Yeah.
he plays,
He's flustered, you know.
Yes.
No, but like Zach dropped an open wheel.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of drop.
there was a lot of drop balls. It was a very ugly game for their side
Yeah, but it's
for
not just
Waste Youth.
Dan. Like Dan's not the only one that gets flustered.
Of course, yeah. it
There's
happens a
other
lot.
receivers on the team that you could
Dan's not the only one who what?
gets
He's
flustered.
flustered, you know.
Let him play the clip.
No, but at the end of the day, Simo, it's more of, it's not. It's the D boys did not let them breathe.
Yeah,
Dan didn't have a horrible game.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You could also do that.
He was
with
just-
the receivers, not just
He's
the
flustered, you
quarterbacks.
know.
He doesn't say that. And he says guys. Like, he's just talking in general.
All right,
D-Boys really made a statement that game.
They did. Let's hear from Jermaine Lewis Parrish on the victory by the finals over DK, 46-26, rather convincing by the defending winter champions.
Flustered.
Maybe.
Yeah, I felt that Kevin was on point. He's always ready to play when it comes to playoffs, and I feel like he was locked in all game. Defensively, we did a good job of rallying to the ball late. I think when we needed to make stops, we made the stops. I honestly think that was the difference of the game. I mean, when you make such a big turnover that early in the game, when they're driving and they're in their own red zone, that's huge. That's huge when it comes to momentum going forward.
So listen, guys from D1, guys from D2, you guys are the elite players in the league. Don't give us cliches.
Hold on. Do you have his laugh, please? I'll make Peeze happy. Please laugh.
Feel free to drop that in throughout the show because that's
Yeah.
actually good. That's the best part.
It's a Kawhi Leonard laugh. Right?
But
That is quite a little laugh. It's like he's never laughed before.
Yeah, exactly.
So
We've had some good ones
that
today.
makes me so happy.
Okay, what's better, this laugh or the Brink Calendar laugh when his girlfriend calls? Hold on, you didn't hear that, did you?
Can you give it?
yes, he was here
Yeah, I
Ego-
did, I did.
the
Ego,
whole
can you-
time.
Okay.
Can you prepare a laugh off?
Yeah, please.
Thank you. Okay.
So-
prepare a laugh off. So the thing is, you guys have so much knowledge. Give us actual information.
But they're all friends, though. They don't want to insult each other.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
They're all boys.
Like
The
Theo,
finest
look,
and DK, they just trade players. They just swap wives. They're like they're
swingers.
Swingers, exactly.
Yeah.
Swap wives.
Yeah.
But
that's all
like,
they do.
but it doesn't matter. Give us actual information.
He's flustered, you know. That's
See?
flustered, you know.
See?
That's
Beautiful, Theo. We
give
love
me,
it.
Give me that. Give me more Theo.
Because of
We
that,
got- the
Theo,
world needs more Theo.
you're still not the best player in FPL.
So I'll give you some information
Yeah.
about this game. Your finest, you have Kevin Wyatt playing quarterback. Look at your receiver core. You got on one side, you got Karen Bennett and Keyshawn just sort of replacing each other. You still have Ken
No,
Moore,
Kareem
Pat
is the
Jerome,
snapper.
and GC
MP.
Fanef.
Morin Fanef, yeah.
GC went off for 100 yards and 4 touchdowns.
What a
Right.
that touchdown though at the end, Mo.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a
so,
bomb!
So who's playing
Crazy.
on DK, right? So Pachinal's down, not playing in this game. Huge loss for DK, considering who they have. Because of the sizes matchup, if you put Nick Arsenault, he was playing on a cat.
Mm-hmm.
So you put him on a cat or Pat Jerome, pretty much the same thing. Who's the other guy that you put on the other one, right? So if you put Nick on a cat, who goes on Pat Jerome? Alex Pilon? Serge Pilon?
No, neither.
Adi Sharma?
Definitely not.
Matt Bond?
Maybe, yeah. My
But
bond.
that's your only
that's
option.
your that's your best option.
That's your only option left. But then, then who goes on Morin Fanef? That's what happened. Chenal wasn't
got
there.
stretched.
Didn't go there.
They were stressed.
So they should have Chenal on like Pat Jerome, and then you have Matt Bond on Morin. So the DK defense was stretched out. They started pointing fingers. We didn't get a stop. Of course, we didn't get a stop. They had the matchups they wanted. They picked up on whatever they do because
Are
that's
we
what
gonna
But
get?
also- but
Are we just
also-
gonna get another D Boys finals final?
No,
I don't
probably
think
not. Rossi Benaldique had a terrible game though. He had a bad
Hey,
It wasn't fun,
you
yeah.
got to give some love to
Van Gogh, man. The pick.
the Russia got a pick.
and that's the
sack
difference
pick.
in the game. Yeah.
The Russia got a pick.
How did Jermaine Lewis feel about that pick with the laugh?
And then Jermaine got a pick at the end of the game.
And what did Brent Calendar feel about that pick? Oh jeez,
Ah,
man!
come
I
on.
gave you like 5 minutes.
Be better.
I bet you if Pokemon had the clip, you would have known.
Seriously, you would have pulled it out of your pants.
On loop.
you Pokemon did.
All right, so Braves taking on the Terror Squad 2.0. They won 38-25.
Oh, there's two? Sorry, I was confused.
2.0. That
I didn't load the page yet.
Braves 2.0 Terra Squad.
Can Terror Squad do it as they did last week against NR and create two turnovers in the game to get themselves a chance to win this football game?
You know what? Yes, because I think Terra Squad's team is better as a whole than Braves 2.0. Braves 2.0 is very, very top heavy.
But the top is so heavy.
Yes. But then the top of Terra Squad is also very good.
It's like
Serge
saying
Pilon,
it's
Pat
like
Jerome.
saying, but his balls are small. Like the thing is, with Braves 2.0 are swinging, is hard to deal with.
I agree.
So what's their weakness now for Brace 2.0? Where is their weakness
it's their
on this?
fourth and fifth
Yeah,
receiver.
exactly. I agree with
depth.
Simon. Like,
And it's their fourth.
for
and
me to
fifth
say
DB.
this actually hurts me. It feels a bit like a heart attack. I agree with Simon. Go ahead.
Their fourth and fifth receiver and DB is their weakness. So you have to pick on that because you're not going to pick on Joe Mauer, Mike Pierce, Julie Chevalier, Jason Cochran.
So get out of your head. Just
What's their
spread the
strength?
ball. Get out of your head that you're.
No, you're not going to spread.
No.
You're going to pick on the matchups that you like.
Okay.
Go away from these guys, pick on these guys, and hope that Jonathan Mauer is not able to feed Julie Chevalier for 150 yards.
I
and 4 touchdowns.
bet you Tam does not pick on anybody, and he just feeds it to his two best receivers.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
He needs to do that. He needs to go to his two best guys against the two worst guys on Race 2.0.
So what are Braves' strengths?
They like
Nobody could cover Mike Piercin on fourth downs.
no.
And
Mike Pierce has become the least coverable snapper
so
in like the history of
Because
FPF.
I'm convinced that Maher doesn't give him routes.
no
I'm convinced.
You know, but I think you're actually right on this.
Yeah.
Because you said it and I laughed at you, and then I watched the game. I was like, oh no, I'm
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
So they got that, and JD Chevalier in Division 2 is uncoverable. On anything that's not like a 4th and 2 scenario,
Yeah.
he's uncoverable. He's going to
Also,
burn the defense over the
Here's
top.
another
over and
strength: Jonathan Mayer.
over. Also, their quarterback is one of the best in D1.
So
Playing
how
the
do
two.
you,
Nope, best in D1.
So how do you
No,
contend against them? How do you defend against Joe
Why?
Mayo?
Why is he not the best?
Because I think Alex is better.
Alex,
Alexander Peuse is
No,
better
Peuse.
than Joe Mayer.
So are we currently saying?
We're splitting hairs, but yes.
No, but are we currently saying Kevin Wyatt is marginally the third best quarterback?
Yes.
Oh, hot takes.
No,
Oh, boy.
this season, Kevin Wyatt is third. Kevin Wyatt didn't make the All-Star this season, and I named
Facts.
3 quarterbacks.
Facts.
I named 3 quarterbacks. Kevin Wyatt
Simon
isn't there.
himself named 3 quarterbacks.
Yep.
He was one of them.
what does Brett Calder have to say about
No, it
that?
was not one of them.
But what did Jermaine Parrish have to say about it?
Such a good laugh.
That's a good laugh. That's a good laugh.
You know what's the best part about this?
What?
I can have both going at the same time. You ready?
That's the best orchestra ever.
Yeah, but Brent is a bit shorter.
I like that
It's not
one.
long
No,
enough.
but it's
Sorry,
the lead
Brett,
up to
you
the
should be
laugh
longer.
from Brent Calder makes it funnier though. Can Joe Mayo be mediocre and still have the Braves win?
No.
Be mediocre. Define mediocre.
Yes.
Uh,
also
he-
yes.
let's
yes.
say-
Give me a stat line.
Let's say this:
4-1.
2 TDs, 2 INTs,
Then no.
180 yards.
2 TDs.
Yeah.
They scored
No.
12 points.
But they'll say, for example, they'll get some points off of defense. So say they get 24 points in total.
So 2 defensive touchdowns.
A rush by
okay.
like a handoff.
So,
So
one
he
running
scores-
off.
He scores 3 touchdowns and the defense scores a touchdown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 4 touchdowns.
Well, they get
No.
and he throws 2 picks.
No.
No.
4-1, yes. Like when you said
Yeah,
mediocre,
even 4-1.
4-1, I can kind of see it.
Right.
Like if he goes 5-2, maybe 4 is not enough points. They're gonna have to put up 35.
All right, you can't sit with us. Controversy. You can't sit with us. 133-26 way back in week 1. Let's hear AJ Gomes on his thoughts on Alex Hollowak and of course on Terry Tam. We'll go with Hollowak first from AJ Gomes as Eagle looks very.
I'm just looking for the Terry Tam one.
So after this, I have a series of questions for Terry Tam.
I have a serious question for Peeze.
I didn't interview you. You didn't interview us.
No, I have a series of questions for you.
I think it's this one. Hold on.
Here we
He
go.
was the difference for us this week also. We won by 1 point, and he happened to get a safety. Granted, Julia McLaren got that OC, and we had them on the 1, but Raph still got the safety.
one,
And I
you said
think
safety.
that with a good rush, we can get into Alex Hollowak's head and maybe throw him off a bit.
Okay,
I don't
so
think they have really
God,
much
you're the worst.
momentum behind them. They just played a really easy team in Rainmakers and absolutely smoked them. So I think that might actually help us a little bit because we're coming in this game facing FPF's finest with Theo Ojea, Jamie Ojea, and these guys, and they're coming off of an easy blowout win. So they might get a bit lazy, and hopefully we're able to take that to our advantage and capitalize quick.
So
more.
Is
first
that
thing,
it?
Hold on,
first
he
thing.
got one. He's got
Wait,
one more.
wait, wait,
No,
first
there's
thing.
one more. There's one more.
No, but
Let him
first
finish.
thing.
Let him finish.
All right, fine.
Your voice
No,
is not more important.
I want
than the
him
player.
first because we'll pick on you later.
Okay, good. Go.
So AJ Gomes doesn't know the teams he's playing against.
No, he does. He said
Because
Rainmakers.
FPS Finest and Rainmakers are the 2 teams he mentioned, neither of which are registered for this.
And
this team.
Jamie Oj has never played for FPS Finest.
Also true. Also
Let's hear
true.
some more AJ Gomes.
All right.
Maybe
He's kind of labeled as a quarterback that if you get him off his game or if you get in his head, then it's going to throw him off. It's going to cause him to throw picks or cause him to turn the ball over. And he just showed that he's not that quarterback. He's not that person anymore. He's maturing as he goes through his seasons and as he gets more reps.
So I have
Hold
a
on.
question for Terry Time.
Wait. There's
some
still. Let him finish. Let him finish.
AJ, shut the
Your
fuck up.
voice
Alright,
is
last
not
one.
more
Last
important
one.
than the play.
I don't know how many clips there are. Okay.
No, you want to tee this one up?
All right, so
Yeah, let's
I asked AJ his thoughts on Terry Tam coming into this game.
What?
Yes or no, are you worried about Terry Tam? What was that? Thanks.
Oh, you did the Terry Tam? It's funny because I did it before when he was talking shit. So you don't have to worry about me.
No, but I have a question.
Nobody should ever worry
I
about
have
me.
a series of questions.
Yes.
About this game.
And yes, Lazara is a get into his headable.
But
Get into his head.
But so like, do you think Alex Holloway is no longer at that point where the game can get to his head?
I don't think so.
What does Jermaine Parrish think about?
No, so any quarterback you can get into their head, I guess. But it's not. I don't think the controversy is the team to do that to Holloway. You know what I mean?
do you guys have someone to match up against AJ Gomes?
You can't see it right now, but I puked.
Okay, so what does Brent Calendar say about that take?
So no, do we have anybody that can match up against AJ Gomes?
Yeah.
We have 4 defenders that can match up against AJ
You
Gomes.
say that, but like, so Jermaine Parrish is a great defender. What does he think?
Jim, it's not that funny, Jermaine.
You know what?
I'm not
we had
laughing.
a funny moment on the sidelines. It was Terry, Hallowack, and Lazar and I. And Lazar's having his Red Bull. I was heaping praise on Hallowack's. Man, what, 3-time back-to-back quarterback of the champion? So as I'm saying that, heaping praise on Hallowack, you see Lazar getting really pissed. He's like drinking his thing. He's like, go, bro. It's
Yeah.
really,
We do have some
Maybe
live
racist.
comments
Yeah,
right now. We have Matt Kirak saying, I'm also worried about Terry Tam, but in different ways.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It's
I
a lot
appreciate
of
it.
puts in.
I love Kirawak.
It's a lot of
I'm worried about Kirawak for that
We're-
same reason.
But we got puts in next Friday, so.
That's a very
So
good point.
receiver position, are you more worried about Chris Miard or Justin McClain in this game?
as a receiver.
I'm not worried about them. They're the best
No,
players.
but yeah, if you are going to be controversy going up against these guys,
They're very different receivers.
So, but who are you most worried about?
yeah.
Like, are you most worried
Okay,
about
so-
Dracula or Teen Wolf?
Okay, so
Wait, okay. Who's Dracula and who's Teen Wolf?
Justin McLean's
Simone
Teen
doesn't
Wolf.
get the reference,
No,
so
he's-
don't
he's
ask.
not
him.
watched the
Justin
movie.
McLean's Teen Wolf.
Have you seen Teen Wolf?
I know what it is.
How does he not make
No.
the NBA? Is my question.
How about we get some good analysis so I can write something down for Chris?
All right, go ahead.
So Chris Millard. The problem is if Chris Millard beats you, like if he's the number 1 receiver on the team, he's gonna go out for 9 catches, 150 yards, and like 4 touchdowns, because he's gonna get chunks every single time, 20 yards every single time. Justin McLean is gonna fight off. The team builds momentum around him because he wins jump balls, he wins contested footballs, that the team rallies around. The thing with Chris Millard is it builds you down because you're letting these fades and these slants work, and then they're taking off for 20 yards, and it's very demoralizing for the defense.
Demoralizing.
Yes.
You heard
What
it
he
here
said.
first. Chris Miard is chunk.
So who's got more pressure, Alex Hallowack or Dan Lazar this game? They're both looking for a winter title, right? So you got the quarterback of the year against the guy who's trying to earn the respect of the winter critics.
I'm biased, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
let's
sorry,
hear
my
it.
bad. I was looking at you for whatever. I meant to look at these two guys. Who's got more pressure, Lazar or Hallowack, guys?
Although
I think Dan Lazare, just because this was his division to win.
no, there's no
Let
pressure for that.
leave the clip clear so Chris Rivera can use it. For
Say it again.
Pro. I think Dan Lazare, because this was his division to win. Also, Terry, what's your thoughts about who has most pressure on them?
Terry's gone quiet.
Why are you asking me?
I'm curious. What's your thoughts?
Why are you pointing at Ego
no reason. No reason.
waiting for a soundbite? I think I have the most pressure on me.
And
Oh, the bad snap!
I love you so much. I
So
love you so much.
the reason I think Olo has the most pressure is Dan has nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
If Dan loses, to you can sit with us. It's
We expect it,
they lost to the better team.
but we expect it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Dan in his mind,
He's flustered.
Dan in his mind, when not flustered, is
No,
the better quarterback, right?
Yeah, he's a better quarterback, but in this particular situation where he's the lower seed playing against the undefeated 11-0 top seed, he's got nothing to lose. He's taking a shot at beating him. Where on the other side, Allo asked to protect the undefeated.
But do you think Dan Lazaro sees it that way?
But Simone, in this situation, he is what? Though?
You think he's gonna be cool with losing this game?
Cool with losing the game. I think coming into this game, he's gonna expect to beat the favorites and beat the underdog and go to the finals.
Yes, Eagle.
We have more Facebook Live. Kirak follows up saying Justin McLean is a Game Genie cheat code. And my question to you is, what year is it? And then AJ Gomes.
That's correct. Only you and I know what a Game Genie is.
That's an inside joke.
We have a little bit of creative editing to paint a story here from Mo Khan on these audio clips because he says, I said I'm always worried about Terry Tam. Why are you censoring me? Shame.
Oh no, yeah, he was even praised on you.
So, but like,
you praised me?
Terry,
who praised me?
Terry, if someone were to be worried about
wait, who praised me?
Listen to the clip again. Hear the Terry Tam clip
I
again.
hate you because I remove them and I'm done with them.
Oh, okay, forget it. But what did you say?
Put it back.
No,
for the show.
I asked him, "Hey, what do you think about Terry Tam?" And I beeped out what he said, so you don't hear what he says. I said, all right, thanks a lot.
Okay. I was like, okay.
Here. Thanks.
That's it.
So
That's it?
So
Yeah, he goes, "Hey, he's good."
That's it?
That's he said. You're good. That's all he said. You're good.
So, but Terry, why
Great
should
radio right here.
Why,
Don't even tell me that. I was happier when all I heard was
But why should teams be worried about you?
about me?
Yeah.
Because people forget about me sometimes.
That's natural.
Except for clockmakers.
All right, Braves against.
Wait, what, Simon, are you guys playing this weekend? Oh.
No, he's not.
No.
Braves against.
You know what we're not doing is losing this weekend. Like you.
Hey,
Braves
see you at the
against
road show.
D-boys,
Where's
guys.
Wolfpack?
What?
Where's Wolfpack?
I have a clip from Jermaine about what needs to be done to get to the finals. Is that relevant here?
We'll do that for the final.
Why
the
not?
finals game.
No, drop it.
I just feel that we just need to come out and play our game, stay
my God.
locked in for the whole game, and do what we do.
I'm still waiting
I
for the
mean,
clip.
this is obviously not familiar territory for us to be at the bottom and working to the top, but we're ready. We're
All right, so-
excited for it. We were excited for it when we got into the playoffs.
You know what Kevin told me? Kevin Wyatt? He says,
He then followed that up with,
But also, I think Brent Calendar was in close proximity, and there we go.
you know what Kevin Wyatt told me? He's like, we've done
flustered.
everything in Div 1. So we've won as the favorites. So now the only thing we haven't done is won as the underdogs.
Yeah, but so like Kevin White now being the underdog for the first time, how do you think he feels?
He's flustered.
So Braves against D-boys. What are the keys in this game, guys?
Oh, that's a great game.
Yeah,
That's a
it's the
fantastic
most
game.
exciting game I think that's left in D1 overall.
The other one's pretty good too. The two games in Div 1
No,
are
I'm
very
excited about this game more than most.
good. This is
Because D-boys have been slowly showing us that, this is, like, as the season's gone on, postseason's gone on, I was like, no, D-boys are still here.
Stop. Yeah, we're shutting down teams to 13 points.
Yeah.
So Braves on paper is the better team.
Correct.
Braves is the juggernaut this season.
Braves right now, I believe to be, top to bottom, the best team in FPS.
So will D-boys be fully loaded for a
You
roster?
need to stop saying stuff so the Chris Rivet has the sound clips.
Bleep Chris Rivet.
Braves right now are, I believe, to be the best team in FPF.
Now, D-boys on the flip side, they need Jamal. The whole team revolves around their ability to use every guy in different situations for different things. They need to use Theo on certain things. They need to use Jamal on certain things. They need to use Anthony Como on certain things. If they lose the speedster that Jamal is, it takes away a big part of their game, which they rely a lot on. That makes D-boys such a good offensive team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's such an impact defensively. Jamal is a great corner for them, but offensively, that's where his impact is there at the most. They need him offensively. If he's not playing, they're gonna need to replace him with another speedster, which they don't have on the roster.
So does D-boys even have the horse to keep up? Because they're at 7 guys right now without Gittins.
They need to, right? They don't have a choice. There's no let's find someone else. Let's figure it out. We got to play what we have, and we're gonna. And Braves are the best team. And if you don't have everybody and you're coming in sluggish, they're going to beat you up and down and they're going to score 59 points.
So can the D-boys, can they afford this to be high scoring? Do they need to make this a low
I
scoring
think
game?
D-boys kind of need to make this lower scoring than
Well,
you
just
would
like what they did to
Yeah.
Waste. They won with 32 points.
So it's kind of strange to me because we've seen D boys go from this high paced offense to defensive juggernaut.
So yeah, so
They've never been the
the name
fastest
is
paced.
D Boys.
Yeah, I know,
But
but,
you're not-
now,
the
but it's
defense
never
is not
been
the
truer
calling.
than
Yeah.
now, right?
Marco used to sling it like
Yeah.
let's go for 10.
Like,
touchdowns.
he almost was challenging his defense. Like, we're gonna score, make a stop. Now it's like, make a stop, please.
Defense wasn't their calling card. That's what it was.
But now, in a game like Braves, we've seen it when Braves play very emotional teams or intense games. Braves also slow down. They don't go super fast. They don't run to the line.
Wait, the Braves are playing D-boys?
Yeah, it's a mix on the website.
Oh, because I checked on the site and it said the other way around.
Flagmore
Yeah.
Sack.
Rob's an idiot.
Flagmore
I
Sack
got a
is-
lot of
Rob
texts
messed
today.
Flagmore Sack is
Okay.
the first seed.
Okay.
Because Flagmore Sack beat Braves.
Yeah, it was a tie and then a Brave. I figured, but I just
Yeah.
didn't know. I thought there was
So-
something else.
So when Braves play, so on paper they're the better team, but they tend to slow down the game the same way where they don't want to make mistakes. So they'll take their time to huddle and they'll figure it out. We'll play into D Boys' advantage, but if they can't stop Braves once, they won't win this game. Because I don't think D Boys is gonna go 5 for 5 or 6 for 6. They're gonna have at least one stop,
okay, so Finest now will take on Flagmore Sack, correct?
which is the matchup they wanted.
Yes. It's funny. The Finest have kind of benefited because we all thought they'd be locked in with the D Boys or controversy. They get DK, which was the matchup that they thought was the
two
best
matchup
fit.
they wanted. They wanted DK, and Kevin week 5 told me that the weakest team in Div 1 is Flagmore Sack. That's the team he wanted.
And now they get them back again. Flagmore Sack did beat them last game.
Yeah, he said they're not very good, and they'll beat them up and down.
That's crazy to me because this is the best Flagmore
He
Sack I've
said
ever
he'd
seen.
rather not play D Boys early on, which is fair, and he'd rather not play. And he thinks Brave is the better team of the two. So he's like, if I have a choice, I'm playing Flagmore Sack over Braves. He's not like he wasn't confident that Flagmore Sack's a good team. I said, listen, if it comes down to offense, they have the best offense in FBF.
Mhm.
Not the best team, but the best offense in FBF. Problem is, Flagmore Sack's defense is flawed.
But what did Jermaine Parrish think about their offense?
Their defense. I believe in this matchup, Kevin Wyatt will not make a mistake. Like,
And if he does, is the game over?
there's a chance. Yes, because the problem is the way Flagmore Sack have been playing for the past few years now is Alexander Peuse is going to throw 7 or 8 touchdowns, but he might throw an interception. They're very good at clock management and getting that extra possession before the half or before the end of the game, where they sort of counter that interception. They're going to throw a pick, but they're going to get the ball back before the half, so they're both going to have the same amount of opportunities, and the score's going to be tied. On the other way around, that's not Finest's thing. They haven't been like the best clock managers. They've just been such a good offensive team.
Well, because Mo's been saying it's the worst finest team ever.
It's the worst pass rush, right? Like,
So
it's-
It is a bunch of used
say
cars.
something. Okay, what?
Like,
So we've spoken about why the finalists are going to win. So what does FMS have to do to win?
FMS?
Flagmore Sack.
Flag one sec. Everything's abbreviated in FBS.
MLS.
the other team.
FMS.
Just if you're Flagmore Sack, just speed up the game, do whatever you want offensively. I don't think Finest has the defense to stop them. If they have,
So this
the
is going to be a
roster-
first one to 50 wins then.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a convert game of whoever gets the 2-point converts early in the game. Because I think Finest is going to keep going for 1, which has been their go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Flagmore Sack has the ability and the opportunity to go for 2 over and over. If
Do
they're
they go
able-
for 2 often? I think they do. No.
Yeah.
Finest goes for 2.
The finest go for 2. No, but I think
Flagmore Sack
FMS
will go
goes
for 2.
Yeah.
Yes,
If they go for 2 and they put the pressure on Finest, let's say they go up, right? Like if Flagmore Sack starts on offense, goes for 2 twice, and
Yeah.
it's 16-7
Yeah.
before Wyatt gets the ball a second time, it's a huge pressure on Finest now.
Mm-hmm.
And then they manage the clock, they don't get the possession, it could turn the game around. So it's going to be a game of converts of how do converts manages the margin in the game, the gaps.
All right. It is now time for...
Games of the week.
I never miss Chapman more than when Eagle does that.
Yes, I
I
think so.
thought you were going to say right now.
Then what you can do is call Chapman and get him.
I would, but then like what happened was accidentally I called Brent Callender and I got the weirdest response. I can't even explain it.
So we have Sunday, 7 o'clock, Braves 2.0 versus Terror Squad.
The Braves 2.0.
Terror Squad.
Did you forget your pick?
No? I thought you were going to jump in for me, actually.
No, I'm going Braves 2.0.
And then 10 o'clock, You Can't Sit With Us, also known as Shuyu, versus Controversy.
I'm gonna go. You Can't Sit With Us.
Yes.
I want to watch the Masters on Sunday with Terry, so I'm gonna go against you.
What about me, bro?
Yeah, I said what I said.
Division 1, so Saturday, 8 o'clock.
I said what I said. Sit down.
Braves versus D-Boys.
It's the most big thing I could have said.
Braves, D-Boys. I picked this as my final, so I'm gonna go with Braves as the team that gets through.
Braves.
Braves.
I said what I said.
And then 9 o'clock, again Saturday, Flag Moi Sac. I can't pronounce anything.
Flag.
FMS.
Flag Moi
Tony Bellini's.
Sac
There you go.
versus Montreal's Finest.
Flag Wasak.
You know what? Just because of what Kevin said, I would love to go Flag. I'm picking Flag Marsac, but I wouldn't be surprised that they shit the bed again.
So here's the thing. I once heard Kevin talk to me about an undisclosed Division 1 quarterback and say, you know what? If we play against them, I'm not even worried. I'm like, wow, that's a kind of a dick move. Like, he's a good quarterback. And they dismantled them.
And this undisclosed quarterback plays for a team that wears blue?
No.
Okay.
Also, maybe. Because I don't know what that team wears.
Flag Marsac wears blue.
I know.
What's the
So
undisclosed
for that
quarterback?
reason, I'm going to go with Montreal's Finest.
So finals Braves final.
There we go.
To me, the best final of the season is Flag Marsac against Braves.
I agree, but
They've
it's
been
not
the
gonna
best games.
I
of
wonder
all the-
why you said that, Simon.
happen. French.
I
on.
wonder why.
What did Jermaine Lewis think about that comment from Terry?
They've been the best games in the one.
Also, what did Brett Calendar think about that? Brett Calendar sounds like he's dying in the laugh. It's like his last
Because
laugh.
he
Isn't
is.
AJ upstairs? Should I go
If
ring
you
his
don't
doorbell?
mind, Eagle,
Yeah.
before you start,
Do
can you
that.
just play the full Brent Calendar clip, please? Because he's on
Oh
his
my
ultimate
God,
high.
nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
I want it.
Oh, it's so bad.
He's at the ultimate high, and he goes to the ultimate low.
Yeah. Because he realized that his fiance is about to kick his ass.
Yeah.
I'm
Fiance?
Yeah.
That happened?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
not
pretty
sure.
sure.
Where you been, bro?
Congrats, AJ, and also sorry.
No, not AJ. It's Brent.
Oh,
Brett Calendar.
oh yes, that happened.
Magic
Congrats,
words,
Sean.
please.
No, not AJ.
Also, no pressure, AJ.
Magic
We'll
words,
come see you
please.
upstairs.
We'll come see you.
Yeah,
during
we'll
your
come
game.
see you. And if you see me, that's also okay.
Okay, come see me after we win. Okay.
But I won't come see you.
No, we'll go see. I'll
I may go see Jermaine Parrish instead.
because
Because he's just more charming. And, like, let's just listen. Like, that's what you have to say. That's your chances. That's your chances right there.
Magic words, please.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Good night. No, not much talking names, my friend. No. Clockmakers.
Only because Kerouac is listening.
they put
Nobody
babies in-
watches 80s movies like I
they,
do,
they
I
put
guess.
babies in corners. I don't understand. What Mac do with babies.
Watch more movies.
Mo-
Mo